Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today that will cover from the middle of December to the end of 2018. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. So you can see here that I've laid out some Lenormand cards. We're going to start with this as a point of reference for the other cards I'll be laying out. And just a little reminder there that we are talking about Sagittarius here. So this is a really exciting little spread here that gives some context to, I think, some things that will be happening for you in the rest of the month of December. And what's interesting is what comes up in the center is the ring. The ring definitely can refer to engagements and, but in more general terms, relationships or even contracts and the ways in which we're connected with somebody. And even though we have the snake here, which is generally a more negative card because it's surrounded by such positive cards with the sun and the stars over here, and the ring is kind of a neutral card, so it could go either way with contracts or engagements, but we have very positive cards here, so it's bringing out the very best characteristics of the snake. So we have a man next to it. I think that many of you will be dealing with this, will be having to do with a relationship with another significant other person. This may be you, or this may be the other person. And with the snake right next to it, it talks about somebody who is really going about things in a very careful way with a lot of planning and being tactful and diplomatic and kind of indirect, which can be a good thing. Sometimes you're dealing with a tricky situation or people that are making things difficult, and being diplomatic is a very good thing. But it also is talking about somebody who is admired or even envied by others, and as in, maybe some people are admiring, but it even is the kind of situation where there's so much success going on for this person. Things are going so well that some people are even envious of that. And we really get this happening over here because of the sun and the stars. The sun and the stars is probably one of the most beautiful combinations in the Lenormand deck. It really talks about being able to successfully achieve our goals, and also like everything just happens as if by magic. Wishes materialize, dreams come true, things are just falling into place, like in that charmed life. So in the sense that it has everything to do with a possible engagement or with a relationship, with being in partnership with somebody. If you have been in a situation where things have been going through a tough patch, I think you're going to really see a shift and change toward the end of December here. It also could be for some of you, you will be receiving, an offer of higher level of commitment, engagement, or, whatever that might be. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other cards that might come up here that will shed some more light on the situation. I'm going to be using, oh dear, where's my box? And I don't even remember the name of this. It's, I'm so sorry, I'll have to look it up later. It's a brand new deck of cards for me. I haven't used this deck of Lenormand of tarot cards in really ever yet, so it's my first time. A few readings for myself, but not for others. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is happening for Sagittarius here in the last half of December, December 15th through 30. Again, as I'm pulling out these cards, I just want to thank you all for stopping by, liking, sharing, and subscribing, sharing videos, subscribing to the channel. I have been reading for years. But this is, I am starting a new channel, just kind of wanting to get a fresh start on things, and we'll be posting a lot of videos. I'll be doing daily readings, weekly readings, monthly readings of different kinds, and look at, we have the marriage card come out there, so that's not surprising considering we have the engagement here. Now this could be for people who are already in a committed relationship, or in some cases it may be that the relationship is just going to the next level. And it looks like it has been something you've been waiting for a long time, but we definitely have a big leap and a big change. Five of Wands is about change. It's about change that somebody's really struggled with. It has been something that hasn't been easy, and there has been resistance to the change at some point, but it looks like that resistance is ending. Somebody who has been holding back is going to be taking the leap here. And this could be you, or it could be the other person you're connected with, and it will involve going truly leaving something behind and leaving a rougher situation. I think that it could be in some cases that some of you have been in a you know, like you've been in a state of separation, you haven't been with this person for a while because there has been something that either you needed to leave behind or they needed to leave behind. And it does look like the universe is really working to make this happen in a magical way. All right, so I'll stop right there. I just kind of randomly am pulling cards, and then I'm going to start talking about what I'm feeling here. So I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is coming up in the center. It's interesting that it is here because it really does connect to the fire signs, to Sagittarius, and that things can just really change quickly. And that is one thing I love about Sagittarius, is that you're always ready for the leap. And it is something that, you know, and this could be you or the other person, but it is something that it is in character of the Sagittarius to do that. But I feel like it hasn't been easy to do. There's been a lot of waiting around for this to happen. This is definitely a soulmate connection. We have the Six of Cups that came up here. And so whether it's a twin flame or deep love connection or a soulmate love, it is something that is, I think, very, very sweet and very deep and very meaningful. And that it does go back in time for many of you, for a long way back even. Maybe it's somebody you know from your past in this lifetime, or it might be from another lifetime. But in any case, it's something that is really coming around. And again, the wheel talks about things coming around that often felt like they were blocked and like they weren't moving forward. We had the Six of Swords here. Things didn't feel like they were moving forward, but now they are. And that does come out of this you know, the struggle that's been going on. So we have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, and I feel like the Seven of Pentacles was somebody who is waiting. It could be you, or it could be the other person that has been waiting for this to occur. They've been waiting for this relationship to be taken to a new level, for a higher level of engagement, and it did feel like things were stuck, but I feel like somebody here is going about it in a very diplomatic and tactful way, and it is a charmed, you know, the sun, the stars over here really is about it being a charmed, you know, heaven sent, heaven blessed kind of, you know, it could be in the past that no matter what you did or what they did, they couldn't get themselves out of the situation they were in. They felt stuck. There was a struggle. They could have been stuck in you know, another karmic relationship or other circumstances that just made it feel like, you know, no matter what they did, there was just always resistance, something pulling them, you know, that they're struggling to try to bring this about. But I think that they just finally let go, because that's what the Fool does. The Fool does is really let go of everything that has been blocking him and just finally, you know, says, yeah, I really just don't care. I don't, you know, don't give a damn. I'm just going to leap, and I'm going to just do it. And I'm going to make that leap and let go of the rope. They've been holding on to that rope. And in making that leap, they really are, possibly the way it translates into like a real life situation, is about going about something in a different way than they had before, which would be the way the snake can do. The snake is very flexible, and it can, you know, weave in and out of really tight spaces and tough situations in order to make something work. And then because of that, the you know, the ring, the level of commitment, the new engagement, the new level of engagement, or a higher level of engagement, it can come through. And the Wheel of Fortune is also being reflected here with the stars and the sun, because that's where that kind of charmed, you know, things just come together magically. Well, you have the universe behind you, but it isn't just the universe. It's really you. You're the one that's creating your own destiny. You're creating the magic for you, because you maybe took a different approach, or someone took a different approach. Someone finally let go. Someone who was waiting for the letting go to happen is finally getting what they want. They're getting that relationship coming to a new level. Celebration. The Four of Wands can also be about a surprise. So I do feel like for some of you, this is really going to come out of thin air. Now, I also feel like, you know, we're seeing this is like, it's the date that I have set for this reading is the last half of December. It could be for some of you that it doesn't actually come into being until later, but all of the foundations are being set. The energy is in place. The wheels of change are moving. This letting go is just about to happen, or it begins to happen now, so that all of this can move in. A return to that, you know, real tender love of you know, of the love of your life. I feel like for a lot of people, this is really about that love of their life, because the star and the sun is just, it's really everything you always ever wanted. It is your ultimate wishes come true. And the sun is, or the stars is mirroring the man. And so this person this significant other, whether this is representing you or that other person, that is your wish coming true. It is what you've always wanted. And so, interestingly, I have the Devil come up, so I feel like we're coming into Capricorn. So this is the second half of December is when Capricorn does start. And then we have the Aquarius and that the star. So we have Capricorn and Aquarius. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be something that ends up coming to fruition and kind of in that time frame from Capricorn to Aquarius. So, well, I hope you liked the reading. And one thing I just want to say is if you have any questions, comments, or would like a further insights on something that you saw in this reading, please leave a question in the comments below. I'll pull a few cards, 2 or 3 cards, especially Lenormand are really fun to do that with, to get some specific information, or I might pull a tarot card, give you a quick answer. I think it'll be a fun way to interact. And I just thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel.